Bless you. Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to Kay's Table. I guess that's what we're kind of calling it, halfway. Anyway, so to recap from last week, you guys ended up rooster tailing into the city limits. Ended up selling godfruit trees that were grown on the roof of Glimpleshine's building. For a decent amount of pay, yeah. You have a place that you can stay for a while.
Yeah, I need to go talk to him about it.
Made a couple contacts. Any other points of interest that you would want to recap?
Well, we found out where the fighting ring was. There is a street fighting ring down located at one end of the city. There's also a black market. If you guys,
how do
we will get there.
I know.
But be patient. And remember, if we go there,
don't go to the black market.
I want to go to the black
or
market.
follow advice if you go. It's not like there wasn't advice given.
I want to go to the black market.
Well, okay.
Don't go skipping down long, dark hallways because then you'll be like pickpocketed.
Okay, so when you appear at the house, they bring you inside. The servants are very forthcoming with food, drink, and any information that you require. Okay, so this is the time you can ask questions about the town if you wish. The port of Balthein is a small port city at the mouth of the river that we don't know the name of yet. A center of trade for goods from the Elven Kingdom, where you can find fine metalworks and jewelry, which have come up from the south, along with a plethora of exotic goods. Fine elven wares can be seen all over in stark contrast to the relatively simple wooden structures of the town. The city has a general feel of constant change, with only a few buildings made of stone. The majority are made of wood, buildings that never seem old. Along with the pier, the buildings are painted in bright colors, marking different trade guilds. The river runs down through the center of the city, flowing out into the cove beyond. The city is full of barges moving up and down the center of the river, while smaller watercraft rush along the edges. The main streets are lined with street vendors and barkers, with a cacophony of sounds and smells that berate your senses. Stores here have large display windows full of glittering objects that can catch your attention quickly. Guards in this town are denoted by a yellow sash worn around their arm. Okay, there are small temples and altars scattered all around, worshipping a large number of deities. Taurine, as you know, has already rejoined his fleet and left. All right, and is there anything else that we can answer for you folks? And it's about at this time you notice that Nasaj and Zasmin aren't with you. In slight metagame, yeah, you end up going back, you talk to Sue, you get your money before you come back to the house. So you can give yourself that difference.
I do not have any questions currently, but if I do get any questions I need to ask, I will look for you.
We're happy to help at any time. I do recommend being careful while you're out there. If you're looking for entertainment, the most popular place with the sailors is the Brown Elk Tavern. Okay, if you're looking for pastries and fine goods of edibles, I recommend going to see Mama Gruder. She's right nearby. If you're looking for gear or any eccentric oddities, you might want to go to Cryhis's shop. You know, he's a little bit more expensive, but if he can't find it, I don't think anyone can. Just send him that Mr. Glimpershine sent you. If you're looking for, I don't know, what are you looking for?
Are there any museums?
The closest we have would be the Society of Learned Men. That's one of the oldest buildings in this city, and it's mostly a library with some artifacts. It's pre-Great War. The librarian's a bit eccentric, so be prepared. Maybe bring them sweets.
Me and him are gonna get along very well.
No questions from the rest of you? So you're all nice and comfy. Dinner time comes. They serve you what looks to be beautifully roasted meats and vegetables. And this is about the time you get back, just in time to open up the door to this wonderful smell of roasted meats and veggies.
That's nice.
Welcome to your overly gaudy appointed barracks with your own chef, maid, and personal valet.
Good deal.
I feel like she'd walk in with me just about to take a bite out of like a turkey leg, just
Cannibalism. That's what she
Throw the
said.
doors open.
Fresh ground raven.
Can't get much fresher than the one way, you know.
This was just killed this morning.
Need to fatten it up a little.
So, what would you folks like to do? Do you want to do anything for the evening or just settle in?
My character would like to talk to the party after dinner.
Okay, RP it.
So after dinner, I wait. My character is rather passive, and then he lets you know he just wants to have a word and give everyone a layout and general plan idea, as far as he's aware.
okay.
So my character then addresses the group, just saying that according to the
Do we
plan
have
at
a
the
voice
moment,
for Nasaj yet?
no,
Okay.
I didn't really bother with one.
We should make one.
Yeah, my voice works. But it would just sound Irish if I went with any voice.
That's fine.
You'd go British.
Yeah, that would be cool.
How many times if I say something will you guys think Curtis?
A British coded.
Go all raspy.
I would hurt my throat after a while. I tried that. I did try some voices for Nasaj, but they kept hurting my throat, so I couldn't do them long. So the only one I can do is
It's
Irish.
okay, you don't have to. Your pressure is real, but it should not be.
British.
No extra points.
Boshinoi.
I tried. I tried for like a week to get the Russian down, but I couldn't do it.
What, you could not get Mother Bushka?
No, not
Da?
long to Mother Bushka.
Da.
Nah.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Nine.
But nine. No, you can't do that.
That's too much.
But so my character basically just tells you all that tomorrow he's expecting the pot dealer from the resort to come in. He's going to be setting up with business. He does need a little bit of help, possibly with he stares at you, Skeg. To basically maybe meet with
My help?
if you wish. Not forcing you. He's not like that. He doesn't want it. But basically he then goes on that he's going to need the couple of henchmen tomorrow.
Which henchman?
Nick and Knack. Whack can do whatever the hell he wants, and Buck is someone he might want to bring down to the fighting rings if it's with
Wack
him.
speaks up. I have plans, no worries.
No problem, Whack.
There's Animal Market.
Whatever you want, Whack.
If you
Anything. You want money? I got plat. Just let me know.
Nick looks over. Animal Market? Yeah. Animal Market. Awesome place.
Is that Nick that said that? Don't worry, Nick. Intend to take you down there tomorrow.
Haha, you have to go with him.
Actually, I would say unless Whack wants to take him.
And they start, like, kind of arguing amongst themselves in a completely friendly fashion.
Knack. Is he at the table too, basically?
Yep.
Okay. Knack, I'm gonna rent you a forge tomorrow.
Forge.
You'll learn real quick in the morning.
Oh, fire, where you make the horseshoes and...
And I'm gonna help you learn. I'm gonna have someone help you learn how to make stuff with it.
One of the maids overhearing this...
Not stopping it.
Sorry, no, the valet.
The
At
valet.
this point, yep. A gnome. Speaks up. Sorry for intruding, sir, but if you're looking for fine blacksmithing goods, you're not going to find many in town. If you want a good one, then please, if you would like, I can make arrangements with Mr. Gimbleshine, and we can have you brought to his personal blacksmithing at the company, and that would probably be much better if you want the best. Most of the people here just make nails or fix stuff.
I look over at Nick and ask him if that's agreeable.
Like that? Because you
Knack, you mean?
know it a bit more.
Knack, yes.
I thought we
Yes, Knack.
did all the business for Phil before I left.
I thank the gnome and tell him that if he wants to arrange that, then he can go with him and...
And I'll join you guys.
Okay.
I feel like
And then basically after that, I look over at Burke.
Yeah, boss.
You want to earn some money fighting? I won't force you to it.
You can earn money fighting?
We'll visit the place tomorrow. I have to meet up with the pot dealer. I will then address the rest of the party members. And then just...
Where are you? Wait, you're bringing Burke to the wedding ring tomorrow?
I look over at Burke, this big asshole, the big burly orc, and I'm like, yeah, we can make money.
I beat stuff up and we get
I'm
paid?
coming with you.
I'll take the...
Sounds like fun.
I tell the party...
I'm watching.
I tell the party that we'll all go tomorrow to submit Burke
And what
tomorrow
about you?
evening.
I'm going.
I won't fight, but I'll watch.
That's
I want to
fine.
see this.
There's Charmander in there.
Yeah.
I don't know if they allow magic though.
He's a little small for what he might be facing.
Someone could probably just punt
Cut
me
you?
like
Some of them.
like a football.
Some of them. So otherwise, once I set up the pot grower with this new shop and farm that I bought today, FYI, any of you with pomegranates, do not expose that shit in the open. It can lead to a very dangerous situation real quick.
Good to know. What happened?
If
What
a pomegranate
happened?
is exposed in broad daylight, you either A, have to cover immediately, or B, be murdered. So we figured out that situation. So keep them under wraps if you have them. If you need a couple,
People want them
I'll
that
look over
bad?
at you. If you want some currency, ask her for a couple of them.
Sounds
So-
good. I could use that.
I said, Zasmine, do you mind giving him a few pomegranates so we have some currency when he's out? High value currency?
How much pomegranates would you want?
Just give him 3. You have a lot, right?
So, are pomegranates worth more than platinum here?
A lot. Though.
A lot.
I'll give you like.
Very careful with it.
I'll give you an odd number.
We all
give
have
me
some,
money.
so I
I
feel
only
like it
had
was
the
fair.
one on me.
I don't have any. So that's because I burned.
Yeah, no, you can't. We're not going to give you a pomegranate, dude. Sorry, man.
No explosions today.
No. This is way too high value for
No
you.
juicy explosions.
I look over
today.
at you. No disrespect. I find that you might be handy in the world, but not handling fruit. No, never.
Is he coming with to go see Blacksmith guy?
Do you want to go to the blacksmith, or do you want to
How
go
do I spell
check out
pomegranate?
town?
I'll go to the
P-O-M-E.
blacksmith if I can be helpful.
I call out to the gnome and you, and I tell him that take Charmander. Then he might come in handy too.
Because last time worked well with you. We melt Axe Head.
Yes.
That came out awesome.
That was awesome.
That was fun.
So there, you guys are all set. The scholars. I'm going to go there in the morning after the pot dealer gets here or before. I will escort you to the scholars if you wish. I know where it is.
Okay.
That sounds good.
So you need me to.
For the first day, before we all go to the fighting ring, which I think we'll probably want to meet here for maybe after lunch or dinner. What time? Metagame.
You're eating dinner right now.
Tomorrow. Like, what time will they be done at the blacksmith? Will it be an all-day thing, or?
Don't know.
Okay.
Not
So,
until you get there.
true. So before we meet up to go to the fighting ring, I just figured if you wanted the day to meet the scholars and find any personal questions, then look for someone to employ for a business.
Okay.
So you can basically just,
So you want my knowledge and who would be good to hire for the growing business?
or ask around about it while you're there, since you'll be there anyways.
Would you be paying?
I can give you some plat to throw around. Oh, Jasmine, I should have plenty of plat too if she wants to help, because I don't have that much. But
People ask me politely, then yes.
Maybe.
Well, I know you're used to like reclaimers, but everything is here done in like silver and gold and copper.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
Just
I'm thinking of the
a
wrong
little-
scale, right?
Just a little reminder.
We're scaled up.
But we have a bank though in town.
Do you?
There technically.
He said he had a
is
bank everywhere, just about. I'm assuming since he's here, he has one there.
Oh, you mean Glimpleshine? Yeah, it's not a bank.
He said it was a bank.
It's his personal safes at each business location.
I'm sure he'll break a platter too easy enough.
Yeah, so I actually can hand you 3 plat, just so you have some money for whatever you need.
Ah!
And then you can have Glimpleshine break it, or you can head to any of the banking
don't
firms,
really-
merchants.
No
No?
banking firms.
Oh, that's right.
I don't really need plat. I got
Okay. Do you have
enough
gold?
gold. I have 387
Yep.
gold. So I'll hand you back. I'll just keep the plat for myself.
Sure. That's not disagreeable. That's right. We can't even break it here. Unless you buy in bulk. Speaking of that, the other thing my character then addresses Zasmine, and we should probably think of how we're going to travel out of the city. Are we going with carts? Are we going to go the water route down south? I have this route, and then
mounts to just travel on our own.
we can do that as well, and then go by foot. I show you the map and the route that I learned from Turin's man. So basically, there's a merchant path. We can either take the waterway down, or we can take the land route down to the path, cross over pretty much the misty
considering
woods.
we sold our boat, I think we're gonna have to travel by then.
One of you guys have the map.
Travel by mountain foot.
I don't know.
I do not.
Yeah,
have
so
a map.
basically, when we leave the city, we'll just take the land route down to the merchant path, cross the merchant path at the south end of the misty woods, and then we'll have to try to travel over the mountain pass into the forbidden jungles to hunt the mysterious lost race that are worth 1 million plat apiece.
We're not selling
Don't
any.
you dare
It's
sell.
immoral.
No.
I can make them disappear. It's okay. Moving on.
They're hidden race for a reason.
We
I'm not saying we have to ensnake them all, but if we'll go missing it, regardless, we'll get.
I'd rather not go back down
People
my
go missing all the
ancestors'
time, they will
paths.
notice one or
Thank you
two.
very much.
Ancestors. My character looks you dead in the eye. What makes you think you're any different than any other Skek that's out there right now?
I haven't tried eating any of you. Or attacking any of you.
Right now. If we go to your Skek land, that's the other destination, I'm told.
Yeah.
Well, you guys were talking about it before when I was spying on you.
We'd have to fight through the hordes of zombie-like.
Is that not your
Skeks.
destination regardless?
It was at first, and I'm kind of hesitant to go there unless I can fly over the hordes of
I know it's there.
animalistic.
I know it's there.
Yeah. To get to the sentient ones. Which I'm pretty sure I'm more sentient than them.
Sentient doesn't make it any less monstrous. Human experimentation, soul stealing. So tell me exactly how the hordes of monsters that consume flesh at the gates of the human experimenting creatures in the tower, which is the more monster? And how is that so much different than you?
Have I experimented on anybody?
I don't know.
I haven't.
Can you prove it? I want to see video log proof.
We're not going to go there. We're not going to go there.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
But regardless, despite any other conflicts, if you wanted to increase your knowledge, which seems to be your objective, this is the library that we could go with, and it would be beneficial for the party if we had a contact in the city that this business would help as a cover for.
I was also planning on going to the library.
I saw it in the distance. It's a beautiful place. Scholars around. Also, I would suggest if you find an alchemy. Sorry, I don't have the right word.
Alchemist.
Alchemist. Thank you. My apologies. An alchemist. A pomegranate is worth diamonds to them, so that could get you a lot of extra cash. Or credit. Credit might be valuable. If you actually make credit with an alchemist at the Library of the Elders, that might give us more credit than even money right now. Money's not really the issue with the pomegranate trees and
I
everything.
only had the one on.
I'd give you another one. I'm down to 2.
Damn god fruits.
You know we could sell all these long before we leave town, otherwise they're going to be worth squat.
We'll get there.
Okay, I just wanted to point that out.
I look at you. We'll unload that before we leave. Don't worry.
All right.
But so
would we be growing pomegranates in that farm as well?
weed has more long-term shipping potential, which is what we're setting
But
up for.
pomegranates have more potential here. So if we grew them here and sold
We
them
only need
here,
a couple just to keep building our equity.
Let's not do anything that Mr. Glimpershine could feel as cutting into his new commodity. And if we do that, that could upset him, and I'm intended using him with the weed trade. I know that there's probably someone's listening to me, I'm not lying. But if I set up the weed business, then I'm going to need transport, and Mr. Glimpershine's going to be a friend. So let's not do anything too substantial to upset
Mr.
him.
Glimpleshine is one of the magnets of shipping throughout all of the world, throughout all the oceans. He's one of the few that Taurine respects enough that he actually gets a discount from Taurine. Now, if you're looking to have him work on shipping with you, I am sure we can make arrangements. This sounds fascinating. From the valet, who's been taking notes.
I'm not lying. I'm not I'm not actually being deceptive at all. But I tell them... So
if your boss is as crazy as Mr. Glimpleshine, okay, what kind of people do you think are working in the background to keep this going? And do you think that Sue is going to leave you guys alone with basic servants at this point? Look what you've already shown up with.
So I tell him that once the business is all set for distribution, Mr. Glimpleshine will be the first to know. And I'm willing to discuss that. In fact, is Mr. Glimpleshine available for an appointment tomorrow, maybe early morning? Or
if he's not, I can make sure that you can meet with Sue, who you may have a slightly better time talking to.
That sounds agreeable. I have to meet someone at the port in the morning, but if I can meet with Sue before that, that would be much obliged.
Yeah, if you want details for anything, talk to Sue.
Okay.
If you want wild ideas and get them started, talk to Mr. Glimpleshine.
Sue sounds like the person I need to speak with in regards to setting up some trade.
Yeah, she takes care of the details.
I said that'd be awesome, and I'll plan on it in the morning.
All right, I will have it arranged for after breakfast.
Agreeable. Much obliged. That should still be give me enough time to get to the port, right? Better game.
Get to what?
Get to the port for my pot dealer. I don't want to be late for that.
Oh, he's not going to be there right away in the morning.
Okay, cool. Just one double
He's
check.
a pot dealer. They're never on time.
Yeah.
That's expected.
And then never
If
up
he
early.
catches the morning ferry like he's supposed to, he'll be there early morning. I mean, mid-morning.
Okay, so I have enough time to meet with this. I just want to make sure the time scale
I'm
match
going
up.
to say, is that ferry moving as fast as I moved that round?
No.
It's a 3 to 4 hour ferry ride.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that was...
is there anything else I can help any of the party with while we're in the city tomorrow and plan for you, Charmander, and Knack are all set to go to the blacksmith.
Yep.
That's all set. Metagame, this kind of metagame, just make sure everyone's good.
You don't even have to do it, Mega King. This is a perfect way to review with your fellow teammates.
We'll go to the library tomorrow.
Okay.
Nod.
You finally trust me enough to be alone with me. We're getting places.
Slowly.
He's like a cat.
Yeah, he is like a cat.
Like a spooky spider cat.
Got four after you ate it. Damn birds.
All right.
I don't think I've ever had
So, anything else? I think that the pot dealer should be good with the farm. He should be fine with the shop or whatever he wants to do with it. It's property. Otherwise, is there anything I can assist the princess with?
The farm will be a constant income for us as well.
Once the pot dealer gets all set up with it, we set him up with the base finance stocks. I can add
And
some
have
more if
her
needed.
grow some plants.
I think he'll be good. He's a shroom man.
Okay.
But in case she needs help, I'm sure you'd be willing to help him out if he needs it.
Grow drugs. Have fun.
But he should be fine. Anything else that that I can do for the princess?
Stop calling me that.
What would you prefer I call you?
Zasmine.
I
Make
mess
an
up
intelligence roll, Joe.
I'm going to say bird lady number 2. Yeah. 13.
Or history.
13.
13. Princess? You said you're from Foxfield, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have seen some wanted posters for apparently the princess that was apparently kidnapped from Foxfield, who is a pale, tiefling, elven mix type person, from what you've heard, who's apparently traveling with a Skeksies, a Bard, and there's a very large reward for their heads.
Okay.
I will try.
The princess especially alive.
I roll an insight check on him.
Sure.
Ice block. Do Han Solo.
14.
14. What is your charisma? Deception.
17. Deception is 6.
6. What'd you roll?
14.
Okay. Are you hiding the fact? Are you like trying to hide it all? The fact that you're thinking about money and the possibility of
Wanted posters.
Are you going poker face, or are you just kind of smirking?
Just grinning.
Okay. Yeah, you have a pretty good idea that he's probably put 2 and 2 together and knows who you guys are.
Hand on his shoulder.
Touch me now.
Her bony taloned hand wraps
It's
around
not
your...
bony. I'm not that skinny.
So my face kind of looks
So now
at
you're saying
you.
you're fat.
Her taloned maw wraps around your arm.
I assume she
So-
wants me to connect with her. Why
Yes.
you want that again? I have no
Yes.
idea. Does it take me any energy if I have a physical touch? Okay, so you hear me in the back of your voice.
Our
Yes.
new friend is interested in our wanted posters.
Doesn't seem like the type to really try to claim a bounty.
Oh, I thought I'd just tell you.
Well, I'll ask him about it later.
Okay. Hand off shoulder.
So, otherwise, anything else that anyone else needs, I can try to make it happen while we're here. But we'll plan on trying to meet here sometime around nightfall if everyone's all set at this forge, if you're all set at the scholars, so that at nightfall we can probably head to the fighting ring. That might be probably a decent time to go bring
Is the
back.
fighting ring legal?
We don't concern ourselves with such
Okay,
things.
so no, it isn't. Good to know.
Not a problem.
Why would
miss.
we
The
care?
law here is not so much law as order. Order
so
that is
it's-
dictated by the hired guards and mercenaries that patrol our streets that you'll see with the yellow sashes. They are there to make sure that no one is killing each other and leaving bodies anywhere or robbing each other and making a mess.
So as long as no one gets murdered or bodies aren't just found, then
And there's
yeah.
no complaints, yes.
Yeah, so it's pretty much not illegal, but not legal.
It's a
But
way to
neutral.
make money.
It's neutral.
Don't cause issues.
Don't cause issues.
Once you cause issues, you end up in jail. And then it's expensive to get out.
Yeah.
Or you do work labor.
Hmm.
You probably saw them on the way in, out in the fields off to the side there. The people working.
I think we were going a little too fast.
Oh, well, if you had paid attention on your way here, you probably would have seen the fields that are growing crops. And that's where the forced labor camps are for our indebted and ne'er-do-wells. Any other information I can assist you folks with tonight? The private bathhouse is all heated up and ready if any of you wish for it. We will be bringing in some fresh casks of wine in about an hour. If there's any personal request that you would like for breakfast, please let us know, as well as for any type of nightly snacks. I will be leaving in about 2 hours. It's the end of my shift. I will be returning in the morning to escort you to Glimple Shines, and we can start the arrangements from there.
Sounds good.
So you guys just kind of go into bed after that?
Yeah, pretty much. Not as felt
Everyone?
so yeah.
Okay. So, since she's away, let's just take a small break here then, and come back.
Sounds
Sounds good.
Oh, Steven's
I go.